sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Quick handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special. Because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Morse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Gandy. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they strike first.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So West Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock. And
oh, a lot of space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's awesome. Past the 30. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gandy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He wants it all. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give to the single back. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He's got him this time. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson, in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy.
Throws toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Got it behind the line. It's awesome. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead up to 5 in the second quarter. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Remember back back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the... And they'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Swings it out to the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding...
Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Faulkner. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Runs through the tackle. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Looking to fire. This time he's got it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Faulkner. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Takes the easy completion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And he lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now on third down for this offense. Wants to throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Faulkner. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. They're able to keep him out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Faulkner. Looking down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll try it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw. It's Faulkner. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Canty. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense obviously.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Faulkner. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's awesome. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Catch inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Caller could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big...
It's a running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join four. Winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 10 to NC State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Gandy. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but is holding really strong, put up some good numbers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the... down at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking for a man. It's Judovsky. Makes the catch. It's awesome. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his target down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Using his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room. That
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse?